Hi, I'm Xenowave, and today I'm going to show you how I made this sound. Okay, so in the Unison section, we have Unison order of 9, and Unison velocity is only turned on. We have max Unison panning and max volume, and we have nice. Pretty much 70%, like if you look up here, yeah, 70% Unison pitch, 0% sub-level, 50% phase, and 0% envelope. Operator 1 is just the saw wave, and I have the pitch on Unison index mapping, so that means each of these 9 voices that we have here, the 9 saw waves that I'm detuning with each other, and I shorten the range. So in your Sytrus, you'll have the default pitch envelope as of 1200 cents, which is an octave. I put mine all the way down to 35 cents, which is that value. And you could just have this default and put this in the middle. Take this point and type in, say, 51. Okay, 53. 55. Okay, yeah, that's starting to get a little too much. So, like, you could do that as well. But I just decided to do it the other way. Back, okay. So that's it for the pitch envelope using index mapping. And for the phase using index mapping, I have the same shape, but I just raised the tension to about 10.21% because I didn't like how this sounded when it's default. Feel free to change that. I think you just rotate this face too. No, you can't. No. It doesn't make no difference. So just have it like this. Or whatever you want. I'm not saying follow my direct steps. Yeah. You do what you want there. And over in filter 1, I'm just distorting. This filter is completely off. I did originally plan to have this be the plucking filter, but I love my distortion, and I had the default wave shaper on. And I serialize it into filter 2, which is our chocolate state variable filter. So this is already default in Sytrus. No resonance. Single mode, flat, high quality is on. And of course, these are already off. And then default cutoff, if I didn't say that already. And I have this cutoff envelope shape. It's just this line going down, nothing special. Zero tension. And I have tempo and global on. I put on tempo so that I can calculate where the 16th note is. Because if you have it like this, you don't get much pluck. Well, you wouldn't anyways. Have it like this. You could do that, but I wanted to have it on the 16th. Each shape can yield a different sound. Yeah, you should get the point. And I route the cutoff to mod X so that when I automate it, like how I automate everything, it you evolve the sound over time. If you don't want to automate, then you could just basically take the shape and put it into the LFO. Like this. Or no, not that. Not that. Like this. Couple global. Okay, it's an 8-bar freeze. And you could do something like this, basically. I turn this off. Oh, whoops. That was the wrong one. I meant to do that for filter 2. My bad. Let's knock that over and paste it. And you could just change this drastically as needed. Yeah, if you see it by a bar, half a bar, bar 2.5. On the second beat of bar 3, we already are at max cutoff. So you could do that if you don't want to automate. But I love automated modecs or random modecs. So I will not bother with this. Alright. And in the FX, I have basically the default chorus settings, but I put the depth to max. And I put the order on 9. And I have default reverb and delay settings. I just turned them on. Yeah, everything's default. And the cool thing about the sound is that you can layer it, because I have a super saw in one operator. How pretty. And you could just layer the hell out of the sound because you have 5 other operators to work with. So let's see what happens if we try something like that. I don't know what that did there. Yeah, you get the point. Have fun with the sound. It's very easygoing and it's very, very, very powerful. All right. If you have any questions, comments, whatever you want, let me know. And have a great day.